This is Dave Galvin from Bald Guy. The Bald Guy, put the Bald Guy on baldguylimo.com. So there's a couple things I want to talk to you about. The main one is I'm going to do a review of the Wapiti campsite in Lincoln City, Oregon. So again, like I always do, I'm going to give you the short version and then I'll give you the long version for those who want to stick around. The short version is I really enjoyed it there. I'm giving it 4 3/4 stars out of a possible 5. I really enjoyed it. I plan to go back. That's the short of it. So those of you who wish to stick around for the long of it, Wapiti is literally a Shawnee Indian word that means elk. And the place used to be the actual local Elks Lodge, but recently the property, and by recently I mean within the last few years, the property's been purchased by a private party, and it's now a public, campground. And the place is beautiful. There's 20 acres there for you to wander around. It's good for not just RV camping. They've got dry camping there too, boondocking for your RV. You can also tent camp there on the property. And there are plenty of Wapiti showing up. And by that, I literally mean elk came a couple of times. At one point on our last day, there were 26 head of elk that just wandered through the park looking for food. And we kept our distance respectfully. We took our pictures. They would have ran away from us, but nobody wanted to get too close to hurt them. Everybody ran to get pictures, believe me. But that was a lot of fun. So you got 20 acres, and it's absolutely beautiful there. As most of you know, I tend to judge a campground on 3 main criteria. Number 1, what's the quality of the campsite? Number 2, how are the bathrooms taken care of? Because if you can't clean a bathroom, what good are you? And number 3, what's the service like of the people who actually work there? Because I've stayed in nice places with nothing but grumpy people. It just kind of ruins your whole time. So the caretaker managers, really nice people. Don't have really anything bad to say about them. The campsite was great because you literally back into a spot. Yeah, it's a little tight, but you've got all this grass behind you where you can just spread out and do whatever you want. We had some of our new neighbors show up, and they literally grabbed our picnic bench and decided it was theirs. I wasn't very happy about that, but I kept my mouth closed for once. Anyway, I'm not going to blame the campsite for that. The other thing is, how are the bathrooms? The bathrooms were fine. I mean, it was campground bathrooms. It was clean enough. The showers were clean enough. I had a good time there. I'm not going to complain about that. The only thing I really had a problem with, quite honestly, was, okay, so first of all, there is 0 phone coverage there. You happen to be in this square spot where there's no phone coverage. So unless you have a booster or you have a booster, you're not getting any phone coverage. Both talk, text, as well as wireless with your phone if you want to connect onto your 4G. So have a booster if you don't. Number 2, Wapiti claims they have a Wi-Fi network there. It's really, no, they don't. Because it's really bad. We got boosters and all that, but sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you need to reset your router and all that stuff. They don't even seem like they know how to do that. I mean, let alone willing or not willing to do it. So, whatever. Do not go there expecting internet because you're not going to get it. All right? Unless you have a booster for your mobile device. That's it. That's the only way. That's the only way you're going to do it. Regardless of that, it's a great time. It's pretty quiet there, of course, and we enjoyed ourselves. There's a stream that runs kind of in the back. If you go there, you're going to want to bring your insect repellent. I actually got bit on my hand. The scar is still there, but my left hand swelled up like a potato. The whole thing was swollen like a potato. You couldn't see knuckles. I mean, I actually have video of me putting my knuckles together and you know, comparing the two. And it's pretty sad. Didn't hurt at all. Didn't hurt at all. I just couldn't make a fist. And this whole thing was swollen up like a potato. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Wapiti gets 4 3/4 stars, mainly because they're bad Wi-Fi. Them saying they have Wi-Fi, but they really don't expect to have it. But it's just south of Lincoln City, Oregon, and there's a lot to do up in Lincoln City. There's a beach. It's on the coast, so there's a beach, and there's restaurants. There's a casino. There's a couple of good museums that you can check out. There's a place called Prehistoric, which sells nothing but fossils and minerals and bits of meteorite that have fallen to the ground. Literally a $35,000 coffee table made of trilobites. I mean, it's pretty cool. There's like a fossilized woolly mammoth tusk just sitting there. It's a couple 12 grand. That was pretty fun. How often do you get to see that? Yeah, you don't really. So it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed ourselves, and I do recommend you stay there. Just don't expect Wi-Fi. You know, bring some DVDs and watch TV that way. And the weather was perfect. It was great. So that's it. That's our story, and I'm sticking to it. This is Dave from baldguylimo.com reminding you, baldguylimo.com. Have a good one.